It probably doesn't look like too much has changed since the last time y'all seen this truck, but it actually has. I mean, you can see the grill sitting here. That's because I already tore apart the front, and I didn't record none of this just because, in my opinion, this would have been kind of boring to watch. Just me tearing apart a front end. The only thing I've done is I got all the inserts out of the front cross member. Sway bar links are gone, CVs are gone, rotors are gone, and calipers are hanging here. Calipers are still getting replaced. I'm still waiting on the other two. I can actually go ahead and do this one right now if I wanted to, but I'm still waiting on the other two. You probably can't even tell, but these are new wheel lights. The same brand. I got Oracle again, but these are dual rows this time. Another thing I did while I was down here, which took me way longer than it should have, is I put all my overlay bolts in. About 105 nuts and bolts later, those are getting repowder coated right now because we scratched them up. Oh, you can also see I went ahead and put my new brake lines in. They finally came in. I got this side in just to make sure it's all gonna work. Everything's gonna work how I want it. And that's basically what it's gonna look like. What else have I done? I put this thing on. I haven't touched anything with the bed yet. It's been raining for days. These are actually still the exact same CVs I had. They just didn't come with any coating to protect them from rust from where I bought them from. But now they have a coating of something. But like I said, the entire front of the truck is ripped apart. And the only reason all this came off is because we have a new bumper filler. Mine was extremely scratched up, so that's painted and ready to go back on the truck. We have a whole new bumper that's going on the truck. I got brand new bumpers front and rear. I'm not gonna reveal those yet. And the inserts and the bow tie and the grill were getting powder coated, so the whole grill had to come off of that. If you don't know what this is, it's a line lock. All I gotta do is run some wire and I'll be able to disconnect the rear brakes. Why would I wanna do that? Who doesn't love burnouts on 44s with a stock motor? I got the bed fully cleaned up. It's not all muddy anymore. I got some spots I need to touch up, but I'm not too worried about what this bed's gonna look like because eventually the whole underside of this truck's getting Line-X'd. The only other thing I need to do to this bed is I'm gonna sand off all this bed liner that I put in these fender wells and repaint those, so that'll look good. All right, we brought everything to finish the truck today, for the most part. We finally have brake lines. That's how it's completely done. My other two calipers came in because I canceled that order and ordered the same ones from somebody else. These lines are finally hooked up. I just have to put a bolt through that bracket right there. The line lock, I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna have that done because I can't find the fitting I need for this. Michael's going ahead and putting the arches back on.
Man.
didn't go down much. All right, one special thing that I don't think I've said once. We got painted bumpers. Also bought another one of these and had it painted because the other one had some huge paint chips in it. I think this is the middle. Pretty much everything about this bumper fit perfectly. I got perfect body lines right there. The gap fillers are sitting perfect inside there. The only thing is, the bumper's good, but this gap filler didn't really line up with the holes the way it was supposed to. Like, it's bolted in, it's not going anywhere, but it's kind of bowed up a little bit right here. So I need to figure out a way to hold that down. Just right there. It's pushing the grill up too, you can see it. Other than that though, this front end looks perfect in my opinion. It's done. Now the only other thing I need to do is, for one, I need to tighten sway bar links. I need to tighten coilovers. I need to make a spacer for the coilover down there. I'm like half a spacer short, so I'm gonna do that. And I also need to let the axle hang so I can turn this 90, get pressure off this coilover. All right, whoever the guy was that asked me why I had hose clamp brackets welded to these instead of getting billet clamps like this, I appreciate that. Because this definitely looks so much better. I got them powder coated in that silver to match all of this. I have all the sway bar links tight. I've got these tight. I got the tires back on, obviously. I got the spacers made for the coilovers down there, and that's tight. One other thing that I've been kind of putting off / forgetting was this bar in here. These bolts weren't tight yet, so now that's tight. That's done. All right, go ahead. Oh, good. All right.
You got it.
Oh yeah, we good. Fuel, yeah.
Your bed stinks out. Oh, here, there we go. That'll work.
Suspension like work. Well, that does sense. Yeah.
That bitch is stiff.
All right, we got a couple changes to make. It's a little bit stiffer in the rear than what we wanted because we maxed these springs out just a little bit too much. So we're gonna come up just a little bit, shorten the sway bar lengths a hair, and I maxed out the torsion bars just for the time being whenever we were mocking everything up. And that's why I rode so bad in the front, because I'm sitting on the bump stop. And my alignment's terrible because of that. So we're gonna lower it down just a little bit, align the front, make sure the rear is still good, and we should be fine. I think we let the torsion bars down a little bit too far.